on was talking about it, and you said that you didn't know. You just happened to wake up and somebody told you, and you weren't going to believe what anybody said. It had been on the blogs what James said out his mouth. He said it out of his mouth. You also would hear on the blogs the young lady saying that you M me. The young lady just didn't know the right term to use. It was essay her. She said she did not consent to that. When there is no consent, ma'am, there is a crime. There's a crime. You get up here and act like you're so smart, so well spoken, and you can't figure out that this young lady is just confused about the terminology, but is sure that she didn't consent. Are you serious? I'm glad that you don't have daughters and have nothing but sons. If you, this is how
But
you would
let's
treat
focus though.
somebody's
But
daughter,
hold on, drop. Let's focus because that is an important message. Some people can get the terminology wrong, which would have the audience not even believing them. So, can you go back to that important part right there? Because that's a
the,
big piece that I do want you to focus on and not per se the young lady that just spoke earlier. Definitely that part about not
the
hearing what actually is said because some victims can misconstrue words
Manny,
and then you cancel them.
the victim did not misconstrue that's not what she wanted, even though Asia is implying she chose to sleep with her mother's boyfriend. That's what this lady just said out of her mouth. That's disgusting for you to say, well, this is what you get when you choose to sleep with your mother's boyfriend. Manny, you heard her say that in 4K, and that's disgusting for her to
Yes, I
imply
did.
that. Okay,
Yes, I did.
then.
I did hear that, but see, again, my focus is not Asia. My focus is James. If a crime is truly been committed, I understand you
Well,
all's focus. I get that, but y'all
I'll
have to
say this and I'm
accept
going to
that
land.
I accept y'all focus, just like y'all got to accept my focus. My focus
I'll
is on
say
the criminal who is committing crimes.
I'll
Right.
say this and I will land. No way the toxic behavior that happens in that house with the constant bickering, fussing, fighting, and cursing each other out is conducive to those children. That's very harmful. Those children would have all kind of HD, ADHD, trauma, PTSD. They will have all kind of effects that will come from being in a household when there's that much toxicity. So for her to get up here and act like James is a wonderful father because he bought a jumpy house that you can buy on sale at Christmas for $54.99 is disgusting. The conduct that they hold in front of those children is not the conduct that you want to raise your children in. And I'll mute.
Okay, y'all ladies have a great day at work as well. Have a beautiful day. Keep going. Go ahead, Lynette, Miss Nitra, and then J.E.'s. Welcome to the newsroom. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, newsroom. Hi, panel. So, Manny, you keep mentioning 911. I live here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, by the way. And 911 is for crimes that are actively being committed. This was a crime that was committed years ago, which is why no one called 911 but gathered the information to send to the proper authorities to prompt those investigations that are currently happening, including myself, right? So 911 was not going to go out at that very moment when James was on live telling us what he did to that daughter without her consent. And the thing that I believe Asia Baby is missing is the fact that this was not consent. It was this was graping hidden under the disguise of training her to
Of
teach her
training.
to protect herself. That's what that was. That's how people like James get away with it. And then they kept switching their story up each panel that they went up on. When they saw that people was getting on their heels, holding fire under their tails, they switched it up depending on who they were speaking to.
Now you say they. Who is they?
Snapper and James.
Got you. So they working together.
Yes.
But that's the same one they're helping, get away, right?
Right, because and let me tell you why. We are a women's state. We are a woman's state. Wisconsin is. It's very hard for I'm not going to lie. It's very hard for men to get a lot of things here because they're going to put the woman first. So if they went to that house like they claim that they did, I haven't did my follow up. I'm not going to lie and say that, but I do have the proper information to do a follow up on it. If she's saying that James is mentally, emotionally abusing her, trying to put them kids out, her and them kids, they will offer her help to get her proper housing. And I feel like they're kind of actually using that to their advantage. James may not be able to read, he may not be book smart, but he know how to work the system. But that should not take away from the fact that what he did to her daughter was wrong. And for Asia to sit up here and say that the daughter willingly slept with James? Who would decide Snapper? Who would want to willingly sleep with James?
Now, I mean, you pose it as a question, but apparently some people are sleeping with him. So you pose a question, but some people
Correct.
are sleeping.
But is it consensual? Because we know
Now is what we're unclear with, and that's why I keep asking about this crime.
It's not unclear. The young lady said it
it's
wasn't
not
consensual. It's very
exact.
clear.
Thank you. And my thing is, I have the original clip. So if it was consensual, why would Snapper get up out the room out of her mouth? This is what she said, because she was mad because the daughter let James do that to her and she wouldn't let her do it to her. And she wanted to fight her own child. If it was consensual, what you all in your feelings for it?
See, this is what I mean by we have had examples before us where parents were involved, family members were involved. So many people were involved when these children are being hurt, harmed, abused. Go ahead, Mr. Mitra. This is
It's happening in their
oh, go ahead,
house.
Nanette.
If they did not bring this out because they were mad at each other, this was happening in the walls of their house. Other family members may not have known about it. They're doing a very good job of disguising what's going on in between the walls that the taxpayers like myself are paying for because they are on public assistance.
Hey y'all already know how I feel. I feel like everybody should go to jail. Y'all already know my sentiments. I feel everybody should go to jail. And it's not gonna change. I've said that in all the situations I've heard about, all the high profile figures before me. I've said everybody needs to go to jail. This is gonna be the same situation. I'm hearing Snapper's name in there, and I'm hearing James' name, so it only leaves me to say everybody. This is how I feel in these situations. Somebody like these children come from homes with adults. These adults somehow don't even know what their children are doing. Then their children end up in something. These parents need to also be a part of what's going on with these children, especially in situations like this, because sometimes the parents are helping the groomers groom their children.
In this case,
Go ahead, Miss. Go ahead, Miss Nitra.
Oh, good afternoon. Thank y'all for the gifts. And Manny, thank you for allowing me a voice. I want to say, first of all, 18 is not grown to us as parents. By law, yes, we understand that the law is going to say at 18, when you do the crime, you get the punishment. But this is a young lady that was violated. She stated in a video recording that we heard at Diamonds that he M'd her. She said he M'd her. He screamed and hollered over her while she tried to get through. The only thing that has me a little disappointed with Asia Baby, she said she was going to go back and listen to the bloggers page and she was going to come back with her conclusion. And I just don't hear her, I just don't hear, did you listen to the bloggers page? Did you listen to the page of a man being attracted to his significant other's daughter? That is a violation all by itself. So my thing is this, it don't matter if he bought bounce houses, the clown that go in the bounce house, it does not matter. That doesn't matter. There are so many men in this world that does that, buy lollipops and popsicles just so they can violate little girls. So my thing is this, why didn't you size up the
Great point.
situation? Why didn't you size up the situation that a grown ass man was attracted to his significant other's daughter? Why are you even looking at that little girl like that? Nothing about her should have attracted a grown ass man. So now I have to question a woman that wanted to go back and later come back and have a conclusion to what she investigated. Also, how do you train someone by touching them? How is it that you are training someone not to be touched, but you're touching her? Now, when you can get that together for me, Aisha baby, then I probably can come back and have my conclusion. But there is no way that you're sitting up here taking up for a nigga because he bought a fucking bounce house and took his kids out by the river. Do you understand? That man violated that little girl. She was 18 years old. She is not an adult. Period. Her brain has not even developed. And her mother sat there and let it happen. Now, at the end of the day, that shit is wrong. Whether the police does anything about it or not does not mean that we have to still hang around that individual. You don't have to be there for him just because the police doesn't do their job. We see the system fail us all day long. The system failed us. The parents failed her, and you have failed as a friend. That's my 2.2, because if I give you 3, I'll be here too long. Y'all have a good day. That shit is.
Yes, and I do want to take the moment after Miss Nitra has spoken and Drop Queen has spoken, that I do want to take this moment just to say the elders are speaking. You may agree, you may disagree. But this is a moment where the elders do have to come in, and I enjoy the elders speaking to us younger beings, because this situation does make me feel as if we have lost our SHITs, honestly. I know that y'all personally don't like to hear from the elders, but this actually warms me because they say a lot of things that right now ain't even my place to say. So I'm glad that elders are saying it and women are saying it right now. Go ahead.
First off, greetings, Manny. Hope you're well. I have 4 questions, and I want to try to make it succinct. These questions are for yourself as well as the panel and the people in the comments. You guys don't have to answer immediately after I say the questions, just so that we can make this go along smoothly. Number 1, if you're dating someone and they tell you that they find your 18-year-old child attractive, is that enough for you to assault and or leave that person? Number 2, if you found out that that person wanted to perform a sexual act.
So can we do it
on
one
your,
by one, J.E.'s?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
We
the
can start
first
right there
one.
before I go to the next one.
Okay, so the first one, he has made you aware that he's attractive. You leave. No, nothing has been committed. That is his intrusive thoughts. It is your duty to leave. Y'all can go around the panel and answer, would y'all attack or leave? Was that the options, J's? Attack or leave? Was that too?
Attack and or leave. Yes.
Or leave. Yeah, attack or leave. Go ahead. The 4 ladies. And then we'll go to the next question.
I'm whooping ass and leaving. I'm busting them to the white meat. Period.
I'm gonna do like her, but probably in a more vicious way. I'm busting your behind open, then I'm talking to the YT people about your behind being arrested.
Oh, no doubt, I'm leaving. I'm calling Pookie and Ray Ray and them so they can leave, so they can be at my house as soon as I leave.
I'm doing the same as Lynette. Yep.
Okay. Number 2, if you find out that that person wanted to perform a sexual act on your 18-year-old, is that enough for you to assault and or leave?
Whew, that's assault. Because you done went a little deeper now.
I don't do
Um,
nothing dirty. That's what Pookie and Ray Ray for.
No, that's a little bit more intrusive. Then now I can just generally just be like, oh, cute. But then once you start taking it below, like that might make me click because you got to understand the words you're using now, and then what I would see on the other end. You get me? Like you're saying, like I can take your giving my child a compliment because I can understand a compliment. You get me? The first question was a compliment, right? I done forgot the first question. That one just boiled my buns. Hold on, what was the first question? Because
And the first one
I
is,
think
if that person told you that they found your 18-year-old child attractive, would that be enough for you to assault and or leave them?
okay. See, now y'all. We
you
got
need
to
to say
back this
something
up. Yeah,
else.
we got to back
What's
this
the
up,
second
y'all.
question? What's the
Yeah.
second
Oh
question, Lynette?
Jesus.
The second question was, if you found out that person wanted to perform a sexual act on your 18-year-old, would that be enough for you to assault and or leave?
Well, can I tell my story of how I handle it? What I'll do is knock him the fuck out, tie him up, cut his pee off, wake him up, knock him out again. That's how we rolling. And you better hope they don't find your body somewhere stinking.
Yeah, that kind of triggered me, that second one, because I only heard the words, y'all. My apologies. That second one kind of triggered me because that actually gives you more thinking to it. Ugh, that one was cringy, that
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah, so man, how you doing? This is Scooter right back at y'all. How y'all doing? Oh yeah, that second one, I'm gonna go on to cut your pickle off, and then I'll call the white face on both of us. I'm gonna do some jail time straight up.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lynette.
In my head of head, I would say I'm gonna call Pookie and them. But Pookie and them gonna have to get there before I do something to them. Either way, you're gonna be touched. And it ain't by an angel.
Mocha.
Straight to the kitchen to get the shank, and you know the rest.
All right, number
So
three.
what
We
basically is
only we
happening? Jay Ease is hold on, Jay Ease. So basically, what's happening right now? Jay Ease has a list of questions. I think he got about five. He's
no.
asking
It's
us
only four. It's only
oh
two more
four.
left.
So he's asking us real scenario questions. Like again, that second one, it literally triggered me as if somebody had said that. But he's asking us real questions, and for me, that second one did kind of tap me out. Go ahead, Jay Ease.
The third one is if this person have told you and multiple people that they are a pimp and they wanted to train your 18-year-old in any way, would you let them?
Yeah, see, that was a little bit more softer. See, no, I wouldn't let them. No. And I just walk off. See, that was a little bit more softer. He tell me he a pimp. He want to train my child. Hell no. Go on about your day, pimp. Y'all go ahead.
If he said he wanted to train my child and I felt uneasy, as Snapper felt uneasy, I would not let him train my child. I would not leave my child there while I go to the store after already feeling uneasy. I would not do any of those things.
The second question, I hate to go backwards, y'all. The second question, because that just prompted me. Oh, my mind. Jay's, that second one was cringy. The second one was, it came behind the first one. The first one was, Jay's, go through them real quick to let the
Yeah,
audience know.
no problem. The first one is if you were dating someone and they told, and keep in mind, these people are in their 40s. If you're dating someone and they told you that they found your 18-year-old child attractive, is that enough for you to assault and or leave them? Number two is if you found out that person wanted to perform a sexual act on your 18-year-old child, is that enough for you to assault and or leave them? And the one that we're on now that we're getting the rest of the answers for is if this person have told you and multiple people that they are a pimp, would you allow them to train your daughter in any shape, form, or fashion?
A broke pimp trying to train my child after
Well, no,
letting.
he's just said general. He's a pimp, not broke. He just said he's a pimp. Again, these are real world questions because you can get caught up on broke or money. The question is, he's a pimp and he's making you aware that he wants to train your child because see, a pimp can come with you with money and then your whole thing of broke will be out the window and you done had 1,000 people only thinking about a broke pimp and then a rich one come and they lost.
No,
Right.
no.
No,
Okay.
you couldn't train my child to do nothing. Straight up.
A mocha?
No, no, not at all.
Okay. Last question is this. Now, knowing all of this, if you're on the outside looking in, are you going to remain cool with this person who did all these violations?
No.
Nope. Nope.
No.
I was very cool with you,
Honestly,
James. We can't be cool like that no more. This is disgusting. I ain't
and
with it.
and
No.
and to be real with you, Drop, it's that easy. It's really that easy. Manny, that's all I wanted. James should be castrated and both of them should be in prison. That's it. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, I agree. Both should be prison. Ooh,
Well,
both should
thank you
definitely
for
be in
bringing my
prison.
grandbaby from school. I appreciate you for letting me grace your panel or whatever. I just want to kind of off the record. I had a threat to me by a grown adult, so I did call my attorney today, and he told me I was able to call the police when I get back home from get my grandbaby from school. So it was an adult man on here, so I will be doing that today. And I thank you so much, Manny. Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Scooter. Yes, and we support you as well, Queen.
Who is
Go
the
Thank you
ahead.
adult
so much.
man,
Don't forget
Scooter?
to come
Who
over
is
to the
the
boom
adult
boom room.
man?
Oh, I'm not. I put it out there, Bray King. Yeah. So I
Oh
will
my
be
Lord.
calling the authorities today. Thank you, Manny.
Oh, damn, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Leave my son alone. That's my son. Leave him alone.
Well, we still are in support because again, somebody has done her wrong, and we would give him the same respect if he came over here and told us somebody had done him wrong.
Stay out
So
of
we
my
do
business
give
now. Straight
Scooter
up.
the
Don't
same
you do that.
respect
That's right. Now I didn't say
that
nothing, but
somebody done her
now
wrong.
this happened to me. He threatened me. He said, "Scooter, I'm gonna
Yes.
do you real bad. Let me handle this, not drop. Don't do this, okay? Thank you,
No,
Manny.
no,
I'm
no.
out."
I'm just messing with you. I'm just teasing. He on my ass too. This is definitely not my son. He just want my attention.
Oh Lord, y'all, this is so much going on. Welcome in, Chastity, Miranda, and True. Go ahead, ladies. Oh, Mocha as well. Go ahead, Mocha. My apologies. Go ahead, Mocha.
What I was going to say was this. Um, because the girl was like this whole thing is terrible. We all want them locked up and everything, but part of it is this young lady. has to go to the police because part of it is it's a moral crime. It's a crime against morality. He shouldn't do this as a grown man. She was a child and all that kind of stuff. But if she doesn't go to the police, then nothing will be done against him. If the younger children say that everything's fine, they haven't been touched or anything like that, and they find that the house is in pretty good shape and you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff, nothing will be done. You know, I guess the mother has said that she has some special needs. Like if there's no one there in that community to get her to go to a therapy, because if she goes to a therapist or someone, they can probably encourage her and get her to go to the police. But if she doesn't go, nothing's gonna happen.
Well,
Can
she
I ask one
well
quick
she
question,
does
Manny?
still have time because
Yeah,
apparently in that area the limitation is 7 years. I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
So
She
she
has
still has
time.
time.
Yeah, but
Well,
if she doesn't go, nothing can happen. You had a question, drop.
yes, I wanted to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Snapper is the reason she's not going? Because Snapper still wants to be with James, still has affection for James.
It
Many
it
times,
it
you
could.
know
You
how
know what?
mothers
It
could
could
be
be because
because
at
they
the
don't
end of
want to
the
get their
day,
man in trouble.
it could be at the end of the day that is her mother. It could be that, but you know what I mean. She would need to go and she would need to go, and then that there would be fallout because of that. And I'm not defending it at all because it's terrible. And really, it needs to be the family and street justice because my family would be street justice to take care of that. You wouldn't need no police because the streets would have handled that. But all it's a lot of stuff that goes
Yeah, I
into
hear
it.
that he had told her because you prompted my thought again. I hear he did tell her contact her father or something, tell her father, bring her father, something like that. Yeah, did
I,
y'all hear that? Did
I
y'all hear
didn't
him
hear
tell her
that. I
that?
didn't
Something
hear
like
about
that?
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
No, he
well,
did
she
maybe
say
that's
said
that.
not
that
true.
he
Maybe
touched
that's
her.
not
He
true.
No,
said
no,
that, but can I ask
she
Mocha a
get it.
question? You said
Yep.
that it's morally wrong, but what makes it not legally wrong? It's like y'all trying to put an age on SA. There's no age on SA. It be everybody of different ages get SA. It ain't
Because
just for 18 and
the
18 and
reason why
under.
I'm saying that because she has to say it. We could all say that, but she's the one. In order for them to put the charges on him, she has to say it. We could say it all day. We all think it is.
So are you
She
saying
has to say it.
even
Oh,
if
yeah,
she
that
don't
is
go to
true.
the
Hold on,
police,
y'all. We just had a breaking
She's
report
not
in the
saying it's
comments.
illegal. It's not
Hold on,
legal
y'all. B.
wrong.
Jones just made a major comment. Now, I don't know if James has boys, but she made a major comment that just stood out to me. She said, honestly, y'all forgetting about the little boy. He is teaching that this is okay.
But she said okay. She said to us in a live, right? I'm saying us as general public. She has to say it to the police. She has to sign off on it to the police.
So Mocha,
she has to sign off. She has to sign off on it to the police. But even if she don't, does that make it not legal? Illegal? That some
It's
people
not
be too
illegal because she's
scared.
18, Lynette. The
but
point
I
that
have a
she's making
question.
is
I have
because
a
she's
question.
18 is not illegal, but morally is wrong, and he did do it, but it takes her to speak up about it.
But my
Yes.
thing is,
That's
I have a
even
all.
though she,
question.
if
Can
it,
I
even
ask this
listen,
question? Can
even
I ask
if
this
he don't
question?
get charged, it's still illegal.
Yeah.
People get
Yeah.
away with crimes every day. He would not be the
Yes.
first person to get away with it, but it's still illegal. No matter the age should not matter. The crime he committed is illegal. We understand she has to report it. It's a crime at the end of the day. It's still a crime no matter how old he
That's
is.
what I'm on, Lynette. That's what I'm
Yeah,
on.
Well,
and can
well,
I add something there, Manny? I wanted to agree with Lynette, but that's also what I want to say because you were asking
Hold
about
on,
time.
Hippie. Hold on, Hippie, real quick. Let me get to Chastity, Miranda, True, Hippie, then Sadari. My apologies, Hippie.
Okay,
Go
no
ahead,
problem,
Chastity.
love.
Go ahead, Chastity.
How y'all doing? And this is why
Hey.
hey man, and this is why I stress so much. Can you hear me, Randy?
Yes,
This
we hear
is
you
why
loud
I
and clear,
stress
Queen.
so much. This is why I stress so much on y'all allowing men to sit up and call women hoes. And I'm gonna tell you why. See, there's no discretion. There's no discretion on age. There's no discretion on limit when they label you as that. Because just because he seen her mom as that, he used that tactic against her. He used that tactic against her, and he's using that tactic against his mom. Now, the other night, For the Haters had a platform, and she said the reason why Stapper's not leaving was because of this situation. We should leave now with the baby. Why are we still there with that baby? Why are we still there playing these games? Y'all allow men to come into your house, get attached to y'all daughters. They want to sit them on their laps. Sexual. I don't give a care how you feel about it because he should be sitting your child that don't belong to him on his lap. There's no reason why he should be taking that girl to the store unless you know for a fact that there's no problems. You need to check these people that you have around your kids. We can't stop. Don't stop with Snapper because there's been a whole bunch of people on these platforms that play these games up in people's faces all the time. They sitting up kissing on little girls, overdressing them, overdoing everything. And then you have people like Miss Mess and some other people that I won't name because they some of y'all friends that got good book clubs that will sit up and tell a woman, oh, she put herself in that predicament. But you know when the ball should have really been dropped is when she said that she had been training other kids. Them ain't your kids. What are you training them for? And if he don't have the proper documents to train anybody, what the fuck is he training them for? Is he training them against himself? We've already seen demonstrations on what people do with kids and how people make kids feel. And you know the first thing you can do is I don't care how you feel. When you leave somebody with your kid and your kid tell you no, you don't, they don't want to be around you, you the first protector. You're the first protector. That's why these kids are so fucked up out here. When they say, oh, my mama didn't protect me, because you know what, you love a man more than you love your children. You love those finances more than you love your kids. You love what he did for you because she done told you he's looking at me certain ways. There's no fucking way I have somebody come up in my house and get more attached to my kids than they're attached to me. I need to look at you sideways about that. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with how you gonna talk to my kids. Not only that, how he talk to your kids. Because mental abuse is something that starts out first. Oh, your child is ugly. Calling them names. Them not your children. Don't talk to my children like that. See, the problem is that we'll close our mouth because of some dick, but we won't open our mouth because of our kids. See, because when you go into relationships with those men and they say, oh, she's a single parent or whatever, those kids are just as suggested in you because you want to know what happens to those kids is because he feels like they owe him something. What do the fuck he owe them? Nothing. Y'all
Yeah, they
need to
say he
protect
was
y'all
calling her
kids.
Lil B. Say he was calling her
That's
Lil
right.
B. Lil
He
B.
was
Lil
already
B.
he was already putting it in her brain that that's what she was. So when she goes out and get with that boyfriend, it's okay for him to call her that. The reason why most women don't leave abusive relationships is because their mama didn't leave. I'm gonna say that. I don't care if it hurt your feelings. Your mama didn't leave.
Oh no,
Get
that's
your
very
ass up and
true.
get up out of there. Get
All of
out of
those
there.
in that house will remember what she endured and think they too
Okay?
can endure just as much.
And just
See, this
because
is why
a
we
man is
think
sitting there paying your bills, don't mean just because somebody put you in a predicament where you're monastery, that takes away from you. And I'm gonna tell you why. Men out here telling you, oh, you know, I want to take care of my wife. They're putting you in a box because when them niggas lay down, you're gonna have to rethink your whole life again. You need to start from the beginning. If he's not setting you up for when he departs, he's not setting you up to win at all because he's supposed to take care of you even in death. So if he's not
amen,
taking care of you,
chastity.
even if he's not taking care of your kids and he's making your kids feel some kind of way, you still you co-signing. You a co-signer. I don't trust my mama either. See how those young girls think? Oh, but she want my man because it is. No, it's because of how you treat. You're allowing him to do it. Stop allowing these men. I don't care if it's a man with a boy. Watch your boys. Watch your girls. Them your kids. They don't know no better. The first person to protect them is you. They don't got nobody else but you. You see all them kids in James' house? I don't give a care if y'all don't ever like me again. Every one of them see that abuse. Every one of them takes a form of that. When most kids, when you
Exactly.
find somebody in their family that
Exactly.
say, I don't fuck with my family no more, and they no longer talk to their family, it's because you said something about my mama, and now I can't sit behind you. I can't sit behind you because of how you treated my mama. Y'all need to recognize that and go on because these young people are trying to tell you, y'all did it. The older people did it. They go, oh, she fast. Sit your dumb ass down. because you couldn't have been no faster than me. You the one who put it on me. You understand what I'm saying?
And
Don't
let's
talk about
not
Miss
forget,
Shirley.
now, apparently the same teaching is to all the children. Now, granted, some are not getting the exact per se, but again, James is the teacher.
And you know
So
why
there
he's
are
saying
some
she can take the
similarities.
baby? You know why he's saying she can take the baby? Because the baby will hold him down. He got to change diapers. So yeah, she can take the baby. But the older kids, she can't take them. Don't let nobody steer no fear in you. I don't care if it's your job. If your job is freaking you out enough to where you can't function as an adult, get the fuck up out of there. Some of y'all stay too long. Some of y'all stay too long. Y'all need to learn how to pack up. Gotta go, Dane. He got to
All right,
go.
thank you, Chastity.
Drop me
Yeah,
down, Manny. Drop me down,
okay.
Manny.
Thank you, Chastity. What I'm saying is, again, we have to, as a community, work on preventative measures. Y'all always ask, how can we prevent things? Even when y'all say it's not appropriate for us to say it. This is one of those means. We cannot protect those that have already been harmed. We failed them. But we must protect the future.
How can we prevent it when people like Asia saying it's okay and nothing happened? How can we be preventative when they want to sweep it under the rug? How can we?
And y'all know sweeping on the rug is something that we all have a curse. We have said that sweeping under the rug thing many generations.
The thing about Asia drop, that's a good question. Asia not here, so if the DA picks it up, even the DA can pick it up without doing a formal investigation, a full investigation. If the DA pick it up and that baby decides to come here with a woman, because she's a grown woman now, decides to come here and testify against James, what Asia gonna do then? She wasn't there when it happened, so Asia words will mean nothing. She just another profile on this app, so people like Asia can go to hell disrespectfully.
Can I say, hey, everybody, can I say something?
Yeah, hold on one second, the conversation. So we almost making it to hippie. Miranda, Miranda True, then hippie, then Mr. Diary, and then conversation. Go ahead, Miranda True, and then hippie. We trying to get the hippie.
Manny, I just want to
Yes.
say this. As a mother, if my daughter came to me and said that she was SA'd by my boyfriend and you sat in the room and seen what kind of training, first of all, I'm not letting no man do no training. He's not trained to do what? Fight somebody off? No. Why do she need that kind of training? First of all, you as my man is not finna train my daughter to do nothing. If I feel like she needs some kind of training, I go pay for a professional to get her that training. You're not finna give her that training. And then for him to say, oh, we was in the room and Snapper sat there and watched, what is going on? No, that is not
Thank you.
okay because first of all, before the authorities get there, I already done beat you up. I done hit you on the head with a skillet because me as a woman, I know I cannot beat no man. But child, hot pot of grits can. No, I'm
Oh,
not finna do
thank,
that.
thank you, Miranda. Go ahead, True 66.
Hi, Manny.
Hey, welcome in.
Thank you. This is wrong in so many ways, and how Asia baby, whatever her name was, how she can't see that a lot of this was wrong. There's so many red flags. But the point I want to touch on is James, the daughter that he had hold a chair over her head. She's not there no more. Am I correct?
Does
Anybody?
anybody know? Does anybody know?
I thought they all were still there. I don't
Well, I
know.
heard
I don't
somebody say
know.
she wasn't
No,
there.
one of the kids is out of town. I don't know if it's a temporary thing or permanent, but
Like the
one of
young
the
lady,
children is
right?
not in the house. Right.
Right. So also it was said that he's trying to get another one of his older daughters there. I believe that's the reason why he wants Snap out the house. Okay? He wants Snap out the house. Snapper knows everything that's going on in there and what James is doing. So when she said that Snapper is not, saying none of this happened, but she did let him train her and all this stuff like that. Snapper knows what's going on. Both of them need to go to jail. James is a predator, and that's the bottom line. He wants that other daughter to come, and Snapper has a problem with it because Snapper knows what's going on.
Thank you, True 66. Go ahead, Hippie.
Hey Manny, hey panel, how y'all doing today?
Hey, Hippie, welcome in. Go ahead.
So we were like having this conversation earlier, and you were asking about the crime, and that's what I wanted to come up and mention or discuss rather. Um, the issue that I had with the conversation that he gave us was, sorry, that's my car beeping. I'm a driver. The issue that I had with it was he said that he told the girl he wanted her to come there so that he could be like a father figure for her. And then when the girl get there, he telling the girl he want to eat her. You know what? Wait a minute, that ain't the same thing. So that was the first red flag in my mind. The second thing was whenever he described the training himself, he talked about holding her down. He talked about touching her private areas. Now, A, I know that's not how you train anybody. B, when I took karate when I was younger, the women would come in and do self-defense training. The older women would be with the guys, but the guys wouldn't touch them. They would basically demonstrate with a man, and then for the women, say for example, he say like pretend a guy's trying to grab your boobs. They will put their hands out in front of them, not physically touching them, and then the lady would be able to do her defense move. Or if they had to do something like get behind her, they would basically put something between them, like their knee or something like that, so that their private areas isn't actually touching her behind. They took precautions to make the lady not feel uncomfortable. And there was younger girls in there. When I say young girls, 21 and under, the younger girls had to do their training with an older woman, basically the older woman pretend like it was a man, so that the younger girls would feel comfortable with doing that training. It was self-defense training, and none of it included touching anybody's private parts. So that is why I believe that it was indeed a crime that was committed. And also in addition to, us hearing the girl story and all that stuff, prior to us hearing her story, I already thought a crime was committed based on the things that James told us in that live.
Hippie, do you think that he lured her to come down to the house so he can prey on her?
I don't know if he lured her, but I thought that it was pretty disgusting for you to say you're gonna be a father figure and she get there and you trying to be sexual with her. So I don't know if he like lured her because I don't know that he saw her before. I don't know that he was around her before, so I can't say that he lured her. But what I will say is, based on the fact that he got her there under that guise, and then once she get there, you walking around the house. According to him, you walking around the house saying you want to eat da da da, and you asking other people about it on the phone in front of her, like that whole thing was
Wow.
extremely
It was
Uncomfortable.
deceptive.
bothersome to me, is what I'll
The
say.
way they got her there was deception.
Yes,
Uh,
that's
From
what
the
I think.
sounds of it,
Now,
she
let me
don't
just
have a
say this
father
much.
figure. So
Let me
that's why
say
he
this.
did it that way.
Let me say this much because it's just putting it on my spirit. I don't know who in the audience may be needing to hear this, or somebody on the panel may be needing to hear this. But it's a reason that we're hearing this. I don't know who is it for out of the 1.7. It's a reason we're hearing this. Many times y'all like to sweep under the rug. It's a reason we're hearing this. Because I find it real cringy that we speak about predators in this form, and then we have this example right here in front of us, where somebody that's supposed to be a father figure calls you out to be your father. You get there, and they transition. It's a reason we are here.
Not only that, Manny, him saying that he wanted to train her was to get her comfortable and be able to get in close proximity to her and get in her space and get her guard down. He used training just to get her guard down so that he can assault her. She was the one she needed to be trained from him. He was the predator.
Yeah.
And
Because I do want y'all to
he
listen
got her
to what's
guard
actually,
down.
because I want y'all to listen to these moments that are happening, because this is going to help somebody. Like, y'all must listen to what's happening, like even from this training that's being broke down, because I'm hearing that it is self-defense training at a proper self-defense class. but I'm also hearing how he is utilizing that for his own gains and properly. We must pay attention to what's actually happening.
Manny, Manny, he don't have
Yes.
no self-defense training,
No, no,
so
no. I know that, but what I'm saying is I'm putting together what he was talking about doing with the commenters who have went to their own classes. Because there are women in the comments that say, yes, I went to self-defense training classes that did that, but it was separate. How Hippie said it was a woman-on-woman training. It didn't do no touching, yada, yada, yada. You get me? This is what I want y'all to pay attention to while this story is going. It's information in here for us all.
Yeah, Manny. And then just to land my plane, that's what bothered me about what he said because there is proper training, but the way that he was talking about it, he said he was touching her private areas. He said he was holding her down. That ain't the training that I saw. That ain't how you show a lady or a young lady at that how to defend themselves from a larger man trying to attack them. That's why with the younger women, they use the actual older women because they wanted it to be somebody larger than them, but they didn't let a man do it. Like they took the proper precautions. So yes, I thought that he was being predatory, and yes, I thought that a crime was committed. That's me landing my plane.
But
Love
look
y'all.
at this. Look at this,
Thank you,
Hippie.
Hippie.
Let me tell you something, Hippie. Just imagine the I want to eat you out